podcast lesson.
My little friends, remember the story Auntie told you about Joshua and the Israelites when they marched around the wall of Jericho and it fell down. Well, after this, the Israelites again sinned against God and God was very angry at them. Now Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai and told them, "Go up and spy out the land." So the men went up and spied out Ai. When they returned to Joshua, they said, "Not all the army will have to go up against Ai. Send 2,000 or 3,000 men to take it, for only a few people live there." So about 3,000 went up, but they were beaten by the men of Ai. At this, the hearts of the people of Israel became fearful. Then Joshua tore his clothes and fell face down to the ground before the Lord until the evening. The elders of Israel did the same. The Lord said to Joshua, "Stand up! What are you doing down on your face? Israel has sinned. They have violated my covenant which I commanded them to keep. They have taken some of the devoted things. They have stolen. They have lied. That is why the Israelites cannot stand against their enemies. I will not be with you anymore unless you destroy whatever among you is devoted to destruction." Now Achan have taken some of the silver and gold from the people of Ai, even when God told them not to take anything. The silver and gold and all they took from Ai belonged to God, but Achan stole some of it for himself. Early the next day, they found that it was Achan who stole the silver and gold. And that is why they were beaten by Ai, because God was angry with them for this. Then Joshua said to Achan, "My son, give glory to the Lord, the God of Israel, and honor him. Tell me what you have done. Do not hide it from me." Achan replied, "It is true. I have sinned against the Lord, the God of Israel. This is what I have done. When I saw in the plunder a beautiful clothes from Babylonia, also silver and gold, I desired them and took them. They are hidden in the ground inside my tent, with the silver underneath." So Joshua sent messengers, and they ran to the tent, and there it was, hidden in his tent, with the silver underneath. They took the things from the tent, brought them to Joshua and all the Israelites, and spread them out before the Lord. Then Joshua, together with all Israel, took Achan son of Zerah, the silver, the gold, the robe, and his sons and daughters, his cattle, donkeys, and sheep, his tent, and all that he had, to the valley of Achor. Joshua said, "Why have you brought this trouble on us? The Lord will bring trouble on you today." Then Achan and all his family and all that belonged to him were destroyed. Then the Lord said to Joshua, "Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Take the whole army with you and go up and attack Ai. For I have delivered into your hands the king of Ai, his people, his city, and his land." So Joshua and the whole army moved out to attack Ai. Early the next morning, Joshua gathered his army, and he and the leaders of Israel marched before them to Ai. When the king of Ai saw this, he and all the men of the city hurried out early in the morning to meet Israel in battle. But he did not know that an ambush had been set against him behind the city. Then the Lord said to Joshua, "Hold out toward Ai the javelin that is in your hand, for into your hand I will deliver the city." So Joshua held out toward the city the javelin that was in his hand. As soon as he did this, the men in the ambush rose quickly from their position and rushed forward. They entered the city and captured it and quickly set it on fire. The men of Ai looked back and saw the smoke of the city rising up into the sky, but they had no chance to escape. So Israel defeated Ai and burned the whole city. God gave them the victory. After some time, the king of Jerusalem heard that Joshua had taken Ai and totally destroyed it. Then the 5 kings of the Amorites joined forces. They moved up with all their troops and took up positions against the people of Gibeon and attacked it. Now Joshua had made a deal with Gibeon to help them whenever they are in trouble. The people of Gibeon then sent a message to Joshua and said, "Do not abandon your servants. Come up to us quickly and save us. Help us, because all the Amorite kings from the hill country have joined forces against us." So Joshua marched up from Gilgal with his entire army. The Lord said to Joshua, "Do not be afraid of them. I have given them into your hand. Not one of them will be able to withstand you." After an all-night march from Gilgal, Joshua took them by surprise. The Lord threw them into confusion before Israel. So Joshua and the Israelites defeated them completely at Gibeon. On the day the Lord gave the Amorites over to Israel, Joshua said to the Lord in the presence of Israel, "Sun, stand still over Gibeon, and you, moon, over the valley of Ajalon." So the sun stood still and the moon stopped, till the nation avenged itself on its enemies. The sun stopped in the middle of the sky and delayed going down about a full day until Israel defeated their enemies. There has never been a day like it before or since, a day when the Lord listened to a human being. Surely the Lord was fighting for Israel. Wow, little friends, you can see here how God was with Joshua. Because Joshua obeyed the Lord in everything the Lord told him. We also saw how Achan was bad and he stole the gold and silver that God said they must not steal. And for this he made God angry, and Israel lost the battle against Ai the first time. So Achan had to die for his sin. My little friends, we should not steal and lie like Achan did, because God does not like that. God does not like when we lie and steal. And remember, God sees everything, even when people don't see you. We should be like Joshua, who was obedient to God, and God gave him victory in everything. We should trust in God like Joshua, because it is God who helps us in everything, my little friends. We should pray to God always to protect us and to help us in our schoolwork. We should also thank Jesus always for the food that we have and for everything that God has blessed us with, like our clothes and the home where we stay. And I hope, my little friends,